Pokemon Horizons episode 48 just aired, and boy was it a big one. Roy was up against both the champion Nemona and the gym leader Brassius, but did Roy finally break the curse and get the W at long last? Or did he end up losing again for the 100th time? Let's talk about the episode and see. Oh, and by the way, if you want to watch Pokemon Horizons episodes and talk about them with like-minded fans, then be sure to join our Discord server, the link is in the description. I'll see you there. So, after doing some training and reaffirming his desire, his dream to beat Rayquaza, Roy heads to Artazon with Liko and Dot, where they reunite with Brassius, Hansel, and Liko's dad, and I find that really awesome because the three of them are artists. They've got a cool little trio going on there, you know? We get shown that Brassius managed to complete his Rayquaza sculpture from episode 10, and that was a really awesome little throwback. Roy is here to have a gym battle against Brassius, to pass his first trial in the Terastal training course, but before he can do it, Nemona arrives and battles him. And although Roy's Fuecoco actually manages to get a couple of hits on Nemona's Pawmot, the sky suddenly begins pouring with rain, which completely nerfs Fuecoco's flamethrower and allows Nemona's Pawmot to defeat him with a double shock. To be honest, although Roy losing again is a shame, we all kind of expected it really. I mean, Nemona is a champion, Roy is a new trainer. I'm just really proud that Roy managed to get some big hits in, you know? Plus, he was at a major disadvantage with the rain too. I'm really excited for the future of the rivalry between Nemona and Roy, and I really hope it culminates in a huge battle at the very end of Pokemon Horizons. So, afterwards, Liko, Roy and Dot then do some arts and crafts inside, since there's some kind of art showcase that night, and Liko and her Pokemon paint a picture of the Titan Arboliver, whereas Dot and her Pokemon and Roy's Wattrel create like an electrical Ferris wheel invention. And can I just say, I really love that Dot borrowed Roy's Wattrel to help her. That's really cool, it makes Dot and Roy feel like close friends, you know? Letting each other borrow their Pokemon and everything. And then, Roy and Fuecoco made a big sculpture of Fuecoco's idol, Charizard. Afterwards, the gym battle between Roy and Fuecoco and Brassius and Sudowoodo begins. Sudowoodo hits Fuecoco with Stone Edge, but then Fuecoco counters it with Disarming Voice. And Fuecoco's Disarming Voice had huge power, dude. It's honestly awesome to see how far Fuecoco's raw power has grown throughout all of their training. This episode, this battle made it so clear, you know? Sudowoodo then begins spamming Substitute over and over and over, dodging Fuecoco's endless flamethrowers repeatedly, and although you might expect Roy to panic or struggle here and not know what to do, Roy actually begins paying close attention to the Sudowoodo Substitute clones, and after a little bit of time he realizes which one is the real Sudowoodo, because it's getting exhausted from the constant assault from Fuecoco, and the real Sudowoodo begins shaking and sweating, you know, and Roy notices it. Okay everyone, hear me out really quickly, okay? Maybe I'm losing my mind, that's very possible, but didn't that look a tiny bit like Aura? The blue glow on Sudowoodo, Roy sensing Sudowoodo's exhausted feelings. We'll talk about it later in the video. So Fuecoco begins hitting the real Sudowoodo with Stomping Tantrum over and over and over, and can I just say, this entire thing made me really love that Roy relied on more than just power. He used his brain, his intelligence, to come up with the strategy to find and beat Sudowoodo. That really shows how far he's developed as a battler, man. Brassius is really taken by surprise and tries to defend with Stone Edge, but Fuecoco's Stomping Tantrum completely overpowers this too, and it hits Sudowoodo really hard. Dude, Fuecoco's power is insane, I'm so proud of him. So, Brassius is overwhelmed and being defeated, and his last resort is to Terastallize his Sudowoodo. So of course, Roy Terastallizes his Fuecoco for the first time ever in return. Roy's Fuecoco then overpowers Sudowoodo with Flame Charge, and then defeats it with a powerful Flamethrower. You heard me right everybody, Roy and Fuecoco win the battle and pass their first Terastal trial. And that's where the episode ended. Dude, I'm so happy that after all this time, Roy finally got the massive win that he deserves. The first Pokemon Horizons character to be a gym leader, and as far as I can recall, the first big traditional battle feat of Horizons. This episode made it really clear how far Roy and Fuecoco have developed as battlers. Fuecoco's power was insane, and Roy had really great strategies too. I really feel like this is the beginning of Roy becoming a crazy powerful trainer, and it's about time, dude. I did see some people questioning why Brassius terastallized his Sudowoodo, since turning it into a grass type puts him at a disadvantage against Roy's Fuecoco. But man, the answer to that is crystal clear. These battles aren't traditional gym battles. They're part of the Terastal training course at the Meowscarada Academy. Brassius and Roy both had to terastallize. That's the entire point of the battle, you know? That's the entire purpose. For the challenger to learn more and to master terastallization. Besides, Roy was dominating the battle even before they terastallized, so I don't think it really made any difference, you know? One thing I do really want to point out is that when Roy was trying to sense Sudowoodo's exhaustion and emotions to find the real Sudowoodo glowed a blue colour, and that colour in the past has only really been used for aura-related stuff, like when Ash or Sir Aaron would sense the emotions of Pokemon through aura. I'm not saying that Roy is 100% an aura wielder too, but I am really curious about whether that moment could mean something, you know? It might be a coincidence, it might mean nothing, dude, but I'm intrigued regardless. I just love everything to do with aura and to do with the bond phenomenon, so maybe I'm losing my marbles, but I don't know, it felt like aura to me, even though it probably wasn't. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on today's episode in the comments below. Did you really enjoy it too? Are you as proud of Roy and Fuecoco as I am? And also be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed my review. It really helps me out a lot, you know, and we're getting close to 130,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get us there, dude. If you want to watch Pokemon Horizons episodes as they air, then be sure to join our community Discord server using the link in the description. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.